Okay, it's going to sound pretty bad, but we're live. Hey, everybody. Okay, yeah, we're live. Hey, guys. What's up? Welcome to the Crown Jewel Watch Along. I don't even have the show pulled up yet. I just woke up, if it's not obvious. I am in the guest room of my grandparents' house. I'm not even dressed yet, so I am fresh awake now. Like, just woke up. Like, we're streaming off my iPad because I didn't bring all my setup with me because I'm only here for a day.
These sounds need no translation.
Alright, there we go. And I'm going to get my earbuds out in a minute. That way I can actually hear the show. I'm going to move myself off the bed in a minute here. Hey, TK Axel. Hey, Colin. Good to see you guys. Welcome to the show. Oh, that's the wrong one. I just popped out my own video. Hey, Zach. Good morning. Okay. Admittedly, my big fear here is that I've got to move myself off the bed. I mean, I don't have to, but I want to. Because otherwise, every time I move, the whole iPad shakes. I've got to move myself over there to the table that Xander number 3 was live from a few weeks ago. Or a couple months ago now. So, walk with me. Look at this, I can get mobile now on stream. This actually isn't too bad. Okay. So, let's see here. We'll look around my grandparents' guest room here. Let me get my stuff off the table. And the reason I am out of town today is because there's a rather big event going on at my old college, and I got invited. I guess I must be a person of interest, and so I'm going, and so I had to come back to my hometown. Alright, so there's that. Let me get my laptop. Okay, my big fear is this thing has like no battery life. So, let's see if I can even get it moved quick enough. Alright, hold on. Did I get it? Got it. Okay, cool. Okay, let me move this, and can I get this lamp on the floor without breaking anything? Okay. Sort of. We're getting there. I'm also trying to make it where you guys can't hear it so I don't get copyright hit. Okay. I am thrilled that Bronson Reed gets to wrestle in Australia finally. Okay, I was hoping I could maybe zoom out a little. Okay. Okay, there we go. Now, I do apologize that you guys are just going to have to hear my laptop fan. That's just going to be how it's got to be. It's not going to be... This is not going to be the most glamorous stream I've ever done, I'm going to tell you that. Like, it's bad enough where the bathroom's right there. If I got to pee at some point in the stream, you're going to hear it. Like, that's just how it is right now. It's not the most ideal situation, like I said, but it is our situation we're in today. But yeah, no, you're right, Zach. At least it's not 3 in the morning. we do have that going for us. Thank God for small miracles, as they say, I suppose. Speaking of miracles, SmackDown came out last night, so that's good. Alright, let me... The other miracle is that this stream setup is actually working. It's great that it's working, don't get me wrong, but we'll see how well it works. Okay. Can I mute this thing? I can. Okay, and can I pull up the chat on my iPad? Hold on. I thought I could. I feel like an old man doing this. I can pull up alerts, and that's it. But that's it. Okay. Okay, there we go. Now I'm at least a little more presentable. I got my earbuds. I'm gonna put those in a minute. Make myself get a little bit more presentable. just keep in mind, pretty much the minute this stream ends, I gotta head out. I've actually got nicer clothes I'm wearing, but I didn't want to put those on right now, admittedly. Okay. There we go. Alright. Let me... Also, the big trucks is eating the little trucks, but my grandparents are asleep right across the wall, so I'm trying to keep it down a little bit. It's gonna be kind of like more. It's gonna be like when I did the Elimination Chamber stream a few years ago. A little over a year ago now. Alright. Jeez, can I... These are the things, these are the struggles you all don't have to see me go through off screen when I'm not on screen. There we go. Alright. Hi, everybody. Now we're good to go. Now we're here. Now we're up and running. There we go. Now I can hear myself too when I need to. Got my notebook with me. I'm gonna write some ideas for NXT while I'm here. Got my water. May have to plug the iPad up at some point, but we'll see. It's not the most flattering angle of me, but you know, beggars can't be choosers in my current situation for streaming. It's one of the more. Where is my phone? Okay, there it is. One more time I gotta get up here. Give you guys a nice just... There we go. There we go. A rugby ball, a cricket bat. Jeez. All these local sports references. Jeez. They are cheering for Roman in Bronson's home country. How about that? The bowling ball like Bronson. That's certainly a sentence. What a day we got. What a weekend we got. You guys have got LAW's return this evening. I believe it's 6 o'clock, I think. Double check that fact. I know it's later than normal because I'm here, but yes, LAW Day at 6, and then Heatwave currently planned for tomorrow at 4, but that is subject to change. And then members and Patreons will get Raw, or not Patreons, but members will get Raw early tomorrow evening. Because it is ready to go, fortunately. everyone's doing all right today. Get some questions in. Let's get some stuff to talk about at 8 in the morning. I thought it was going to be like 2015 when Roman was booed out of the building. I think it's kind of a thing of they're allowed to cheer for both people. Oh boy, he's got a microphone. I wonder if he's going to say, "Acknowledge me." He never... Oh. So, this is actually kind of funny. Yesterday, Hemlock and I went shopping for a little while, and we got new keycaps for my computer back home, and I had to pop the old keys off to put the new ones on, and we had to like tear my desk apart looking for something because someone went flying off, and apparently I didn't realize my comb got stuck in my notebook, so I just opened my notebook, and there you go, my beard comb is actually here, so that makes today a little easier. There we go. So, that's funny. That's convenient as well. I assume Seth and Cody probably main events. And there will be a Bound for Glory watch along tomorrow night. For anyone worried that there wouldn't be, because I'll be back home tomorrow. Like, it won't be the normal I get hammered while watching Bound for Glory watch along, because I gotta go to work the next day, but I will be doing that watch along this year, as usual. I also wouldn't be against Cena Styles main eventing, but I figure it'll be Seth Cody. Cody typically main events. How many times do I have to unsubscribe from emails from this company? I was more worried about today as if there was going to be one. Well, it was a matter of I didn't know where I was going to be today, but, you know. Here I am, once again. I'm here, I'm live. I can't be as excitable as normal, which kind of sucks, but it's again because I don't want to wake my grandparents up if they're asleep still, or I don't want to disturb them if they're just laying in bed. Pretty much simple as that. Oh! Good lord. I do think it's funny that they're in another country and they've got Cricket Wireless in the center of the ring, which I don't think exists in Australia. I think there's different phone providers overseas. I think. Don't quote me on that. If we've got any Australians in the chat, please let me know. I assume Aviator Shades are a universal thing. I assume Slim Jim's kind of a cross country thing. I don't know. Oh. This has been a fun match so far. They're giving it time too. We're already 30 minutes into the show. I will admit there being 5 matches tonight, I think, or today. I've gone with Bronson to win this one because I think Braun Breaker is going to cost Roman, and that'll lead into that for Survivor Series, whether it's in War Games or something else. Five matches, yeah. My big fear is they're going to do what they did last time they were in Australia, and they only had 4 matches, where it took 5 hours to get through 4 matches. I cannot do that today. I will have to end the stream early if that's the case, because if they stay up for 5 hours, that's 1 o'clock. I need to be gone by like 11:30, 12. Read the sign. Oh, Australia. You weird country, you. Oh boy. It being a street fight just tells me that like Braun is going to show up at some point. I don't know when, but it feels like any minute now. He's going to be showing up here. Tuck my thing in here. Keep writing NXT later. Oh boy. Oh, he's putting himself in front of the barricade. What happens when you wrestle someone who has a spear and you stand in front of a barricade? What could possibly happen there? And here we go. There's Breaker. There's Braun Breaker. I mean, I get a little more long for the chamber. No, you don't, Zach. Here's why. Here's why you don't get it. Those chamber matches combined took about an hour. There was one less match than normal. That balances out. There were upwards of 30 to 45 minutes between matches at Elimination Chamber. That's why I'm still pissed about it. Because they played almost an hour of advertising between each match. Because the other two matches that were on the card, Rhea and Nia, and then... God, what was even the other match on that show? I know we had the kickoff match, but I don't count that one. I'm remembering what the other one was. Don't tell me. No one tell me. I might look it up. Yeah, I might have to look it up. Oh boy, I didn't even think about the fact the Usos might show up. Yeah, Roman's winning, isn't he? Oh, right, Judgment Day versus New Catch. Yeah, but no, the combined runtime of matches on the main show of Elimination Chamber was an hour and a half. There was 90 minutes of wrestling on a 5-hour show. That is why I say, no, you can't justify it. Like, you can never justify 90 minutes out of 5 hours, barely 25% of the show, or 30% of the show was actually wrestling. 30% of the show was actually wrestling. I think 10% of the show was taken up by the Grayson Waller effect. So 40% of the wrestling show on pay-per-view was wrestling, and the other 60% was advertising. Yeah, I didn't even think about the fact that the Usos might show up. I should have picked Roman. Because I don't think anyone's going to show up to help the Vision at this point. I don't see anyone joining the Vision tonight. Well, Braun and Braun might actually get it done. They might do something here. Who knows? Is he going to be able to put Jimmy through the barricade? Because Roman's stirring. I see Roman kind of stirring. Wonder if they might do the same thing back where Roman cuts him off this time. Oh, no, they're just going to do the spear. If anyone joins, they would help in the main event. I don't see that happening. I don't see them doing that tonight. I can see a fifth person joining the Vision outside of Becky, but I can't think of anyone else that would join tonight. Like, because here's also the thing there. Anyone else who joins the Vision... Oh, God. And he's going to spear him through the table. Yeah, Theory, I guess. But, like, I think he's still injured. Oh, the shit is Bronson. No. Every time I get like this brief moment of like, oh, maybe they'll do it. Oh, whoa! Never mind. Jay puts Roman through the table. Bronson might win it. Yeah, Bronson's gonna win it. Holy shit. Roman's gonna lose a match to someone. Roman's gonna lose a match to someone not named Cody Rhodes or Seth Rollins. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hi, JT. Where are we going? Where are we going? Oh God, JT, it's too early to be putting song lyrics in the chat. Also, I don't really hold grudges, so... Except against Frankie Kazarian. He knows what he did. Bronson Reed wins. Hell yeah. I mean, my assumption is this is leading to War Games. It's going to be Roman, the Usos, Punk, and Cody against the Vision and someone else. I just assumed Hold Me Like a Grudge was the start to a set. I assumed Hold Me Like a Grudge was going to be leading into you putting a bunch of song lyrics in the chat. I just assumed it was part of a song I've never heard. But yep, JBL's gone from TNA. Killed off, and then Peacemaker Dance happened. Speaking of, holy hell, that finale yesterday, or 2 days ago. I'm not going to say anything else other than, what the hell? Crazy finale to Peacemaker. Fall Out Boy. I don't know. I never know what bands you're going to put lyrics from. I know you've put Bring Me the Horizon in before. You've put various stuff in before. Roman arguing with his cousins. More bloodline infighting. Damn. I love you, but I don't want to see you till Christmas. Well, that's not hard, Roman. You just can leave for another few months. It's what you do best. You did a match, you took a beat down, and you're just going to be gone for another 6 weeks. Then you'll come back again. Rinse and repeat. It's kind of how it goes. We are 45 minutes into the show now and only one match in. That's slightly concerning for me. With there only being 5 matches tonight. How much advertising are they going to play between matches is the next question. Yeah, admittedly, the Peacemaker thing was Ray's idea as well. Like, we were... Alright, I guess Stephanie and Tiffany's up next. The fucking way they do these crown jewel titles, carrying them around in these cases, is so dumb. It's so dumb. Okay, that first match went for about half an hour. Like, from then till now. So if we can just keep... Oh! If we can kind of keep that pace, that'd be great. Also, if it would, stop buffering on my end, that'd be great. Do we need an advertisement for the show we're watching? Like, we're getting an advertisement for Crown Jewel Perth. I guess this is the video package for Tiffany and Stephanie, I guess. Yeah, I've got Stephanie to win this one. I think she gains more from this win than Tiffany loses in a loss. I still think doing champion versus champion as a yearly thing is stupid because you're definitively saying this champion's better than this one, but... Thoughts on Peacemaker Season 2? Oh, it was a great time, start to finish, but man, the ending. And that's not me complaining about the ending. I thought the ending was incredible. I just wasn't expecting the ending we got to it. And again, I'm gonna, Again, I'm gonna be careful about what I say so I don't spoil it for anyone that wants to watch it. But yeah, like, just a great time. I loved it. It was great. Hemlock and I watched it together. I got to show them Peacemaker. Alright, I will be... I didn't watch it much, but I know of it, yeah. I'll be right back, because my mom is here, and I haven't seen my mom in like 3 months, so I'll go right back. I need like a stand-in for when I'm here. I didn't bring Luigi with me. Maybe I should have, but I'll be right back. Okay, everybody, I'm back. I do apologize. Had to go see my mom for a minute. They made a reboot. Yeah, I heard they... I know they made a reboot of it. Heard the season 2 ending was crazy. Alright. Seems all I missed was the entrances, so at least there's that. Hey, that wasn't too long between matches at least, so that's got me a little optimistic here. And you know, maybe... maybe it'll all be fine. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Maybe, you know, we'll get in and out before 11 a.m. Maybe. Yeah. Bronson winning was absolutely the right choice over Roman. Roman Reigns is angry. I would imagine so, yeah. Oh man, you guys are in for a treat with LAW tonight, I gotta tell you. I'm excited for it. I really am. It is a very fun show. I am glad I get to be part of it again. You guys are going to love JT and Doc's dynamic on commentary. They are an incredible duo on commentary. I was not expecting like instant chemistry that they have, but it was great. Usually the reboot is way worse, but this reboot carried on the legacy. Reboots have been getting better over the years, I would say. Like I think that I think reboots have gotten better over the years for sure. Like I know when they did the Fairly Odd Parents reboot, not A New Wish, that's not what it was called, right? The one where it had like the new not the live action one, not that. We don't count that. The more like cell shaded animated one. I cannot remember the new girl's name in it, but the one with the new animation style and stuff. Apparently that one was really good. I didn't watch it, but the bits I saw of it were really fun. So I'd say that one carried on the legacy of the original. It's one of those shows where it's like on paper it's weird, but the matches are amazing. Yeah, that's how LAW is. Like the card includes, and I'm not joking, the card includes, let's see, Alexander Blackstone and the Ascension versus Jack Cartwheel, Ice Williams, and Cappuccino Jones in a trios match. Josie Jane versus Priscilla Kelly, the former Gigi Dolan. Who else is on that show? Xander number 3 versus Blue Cane. JT, you may have to help me out here if I can't remember. JC Seraphim, from Chaos, like formerly from Chaos, Triton's former right-hand man, versus Chase from My Rise. And then the main event is an 8-man tag match of Hector Flores, El Mago Jr., JTG, and who's the fourth one? I know this. I was there. But the other team I know for a fact is Dante Leone. It's Dante Leone, Calvin Tankman, Heath Slater, and JJ Gyllenhaal on the other side. Who's the fourth person on JTG's team? Kevin Blackwood. Thank you, JT. JT was there. JT was at commentary. I was backstage, so I forgot. I forgot. It's getting bright outside, so sun's coming out, as you can see. I'm getting brighter looking, getting more color to me on screen here. What a submission hold she's got her in here. I was like a backstage producer. I mean, I'm the general manager of the show for LAW, so yeah, pretty much. I'm the backstage. I'm the GM, so. Just looking at the card here, I assume. Let's see, so we're on match 2. I assume this in the main event of Seth Cody is going to be able to get the most time. I don't see Cena AJ going too long. I don't see the tag match going terribly long. Yeah, I think Stephanie. I think Stephanie gains more from winning this than Tiffany does. boy. You have the devil's kiss. What a great day to be awake. What a great time to be alive. Oh, SVB. Alright, we've had our first finisher of the match. Ooh, those knees hit her right in the back of the head. That's rough. Oh, missing the PME. Are we going to get the spiral tap? Or is it Tiffany's turn to move? No, she got it. All right, wow. In and out on that one. It was a fun little match. IMO, I think you always give the weaker champion the win with these champion versus champion matches, with the exception of Reign. Reign's like when Roman was on his monster run. Yeah, I can agree with that. Like, last year, I think Gunther should have won. I think Liv winning was the right move. They haven't done it since 2022 otherwise, or 2021 otherwise, because brand warfare shit ended in 2022 finally. I'm so glad it did. It's so weird how many people have suddenly gone like, went from, God, we're so sick of brand warfare, give us something new, to now we're going to be like, I miss brand versus brand at Survivor Series. Like, no, you don't. No, you don't. You got rose-tinted glasses on for that time period. But yeah, no. 2022, or 2021, Becky definitely should have beat Charlotte like she did. And I don't think... I think they should have done the Bloodline versus the New Day instead of Roman and Big E in that case. Cena Styles has got a lot of time. I don't think they're going to go longer. I think 15 might be if they top out at 15. I don't even know if Cena Styles goes 15. I think they might go like 12. That's the thing, is they don't really have a time limit to fill. The Crown Jewel titles are admittedly like very shiny. I do like shiny, but hell yeah, Stephanie Vicaire. Oh, there's Paul, you don't want me in the photograph, Levesque, a.k.a. Paul, I want to be the Dana White of this company, Levesque. Yeah, alright. 2 matches in already. Pretty good start to the show. Seth Cody's definitely going to move it, gets the most time. They're going to give that one time. But like, 21, it should have been just New Day versus Bloodline in like a Survivor Series style match, and you could have had... you could have done something there for Big E to lose without it having to just be losing clean to Roman for the 3rd time in, like, 3 weeks. And then... oh, there's some deer outside the window. And then 2020, it was Roman Drew. I think Roman winning was the right call there, the way they did it with Jay costing Drew. That was the right move. Because Drew even got a visual pin at one point. 19, they didn't do champion versus champion that year because I liked when they did like someone... I think that in champion versus champion cases, Like, for brand warfare stuff, it should be, like, someone from the other show challenging for the title instead. But 18, when it was Brock AJ, or no, it was Brock Bryan in 18. I think that went the right way. I think at that time, Brock winning made the most sense because he was on that monster run to lose to Roman. Or to lose, no. Yeah. To lose, no, he just won the belt back. And I think heel Bryan did exactly what he needed to in that match. And Brock winning made the most sense at that time. Obviously, I feel how I feel about Brock now. Can't stand him. Don't think he should be on TV. Don't think he should be getting any kind of platform. But, you know, neither here nor there right now. That being said, him winning in 2018 made the most sense over Bryan. And then 17, I think him winning over AJ, that is one of my favorite matches of all time, is the Brock AJ match. And as much as I love the Brock and Bryan match, I kind of wish they'd done Brock AJ a second year in a row, because they had both been champions that entire time, pretty much. And I think you could have told a great story of AJ beating him in that match and getting the win, but... And then 16 was the first year they did it. They didn't do champion versus champion in 2016. They did the Survivor Series match where the champions were the captains, and I liked that. I liked that as a concept. If you're going to do brand versus brand, I like the world champions leading the brand or defending against another person from the other brand. Interesting. Interesting. Oh, hi, Paul. Alright, I assume Cena Styles is going to be up next. Yep. God, only 5 dates. I can't believe it's almost over. Like, I know I've got another 40... I've got another 40 weeks with him, but... It's still crazy. And so the commercials begin. Let's see. It was 10 after when the match ended, or like when we went to the first graphic. How long? Them billing this as face of WWE versus face of TNA is perfect. That's exactly how they do it. Are we going to include the footage of Gallows and Anderson getting involved? Nope, they're just going to make it look like AJ won clean. Then you gotta start prepping for AJ to retire next year as well. That's scary to think. That one's gonna be a little easier on me. It's gonna be a Cena win for this one. What a graphic. 2 generational talents just in word art. Brilliant. Gotta start prepping for Styles. Yep. Well, unless I get AJ back on Raw next season, the AJ retirement is going to be up to Ray on how he handles that. I have faith in him, though. I do. I'm glad SmackDown's back. I don't know if Ray's in the chat. I'm aiming to hopefully have a actual meeting with Ray in person tomorrow. I want to talk to him about something else on the channel, not SmackDown related. I sent him a text asking if he's off tomorrow, but if he's not, I'll get on a call with him on tomorrow night or something. But I've got a pitch I want to bring to him. I'm not going to talk about it to you guys yet, but okay. But I am genuinely curious because this is part of my pitch to him. Do you guys miss Ray and I collaborating on a show? Because you guys know how it used to be. It used to be I kind of primarily handled Raw. But then SmackDown was we did it together. SmackDown was very heavily written by both of us from the first 5 seasons of the show. Do you guys miss that? I'm not talking about doing that again with SmackDown, but because I genuinely miss working on a show together with Ray. Us writing it together, him having all these great ideas, and then me having more of the resources to execute our ideas together. I genuinely miss that. And I feel like we were kind of at a really big creative peak when we did that. I'm just curious what you guys think. I'm not saying what Ray's doing now is bad. I thoroughly enjoyed his episode of SmackDown yesterday. I watched it on my drive because it's a 3-hour drive here from where I live now. It's a 3-hour drive back here. So I had 3 hours to kill on that drive. So I threw his video on while I was going because that killed an hour of the drive. It was great. And it was a great episode. I loved that episode of SmackDown. That was so fun. I do think it's very funny that 24 hours after I said the line, it is very funny how 24 hours after on TNA I said the line, I've always known you had a fucking Horseman fetish faction. It was only a matter of time before you decided to lead one of your own. How another Horseman faction formed. I do think that's really funny. Just how that worked out. We're still going on commercial. We are at 7 minutes now of commercials. We collaborate on NXT. We were supposed to, but at this point it's become me again. It's pretty much just me again. It's pretty much just me. Alright, 8 minutes. That's how long it took between matches. I can work with 8 minutes between matches. That's fine. If we can get back to this, I'm good with that. 8 minutes between matches, good with that. That should get us out of here by 11. Because I want to go sit with my mom for a little bit. And then I gotta head into town. Oh my god, AJ's wearing like TNA AJ gear. What? I can see his thighs. What a sentence. Holy heck. Yeah, he's got like his TNA gear on. That's crazy. All these Cena shirts in the crowd tonight. They're talking about this being AJ's final year. They're saying he's going to retire at the end of 2026. Seven 3 in record in singles matches. He's only had 10 matches this, or 10 singles matches this year. Wow. I know he's injured for part of the year though. I think. Oh yeah, he's got the necklace and everything. How about that? One last chance to beat up John Cena. Great. I do hope that maybe we get like one more run like with a belt out of AJ. I don't know what belt, but I hope we get a like title run of some kind out of him. AJ's title run is one of my favorite world title runs I've ever gotten to book. I gotta tell you. Like looking back in the 6 years of LS11 universe so far, because we're coming up on 6 years. It'll be 6 years in about another 3 weeks. It'll be 6 years of doing this. Well, I'll do a 6-year anniversary stream hopefully, and maybe I'll try and have ARW LSWF Crisis in Infinite Squared Circles finally happen then. We'll see. I've been really busy. At the least, I'll try and get the World Cup started by then. Alright. I'm not ready for it to be over. Last one overseas. This will also be Cena's 100th pay-per-view victory if he wins. I've gone Cena. It is 2-2 between Cena and Styles. I don't see Cena going out losing. I still think the last 2 matches have been wastes of Cena. In fact, I think most of this run has been a waste of Cena. I may eventually make a video of like how I would have booked it. Who knows? I've thought about doing like how I would book using like 2K and stuff. I've been thinking about it. Rumors that Cena's facing Dawn as far as yeah, I've heard that. Oh, Cena's asked for the microphone. Oh, no, he's handed her something. Never mind. Aww. He's giving AJ one. AJ's getting one too. A Bullet Club reference. I love this. Oh, I love that. I love that. I don't know if that was a Cena call or if that was planned, but AJ seemed genuinely surprised. If that was planned, if that was just a Cena call, that was class act by John. That was really nice. It's also good to know that I can stream off my iPad. I downloaded an app specifically to do it, but I did manage to do it. Could very well be the match of the night. I'm just going to say it's been a rest hold for the first minute, so who knows? Neither guy can move the way they did a decade ago when they last did this, but I'm not going to come into it being pessimistic because I love both guys a lot. Alright, here we go. We're turning up the heat. I always like the green and yellow on Cena. It's always like a TNA chant. Yeah, seeing AJ in his TNA gear in the year 2025 is wild. It's really cool, though. What match got me excited for Bound for Glory? I'll let you know when they're Leon Slater, Javon Evans. I'm sorry. I'm not interested in a combined 200 years of age in that fumbling around in a tables match. I'm not excited for Hardy's Team 3D. I don't have the nostalgia for either team that a lot of you guys have, though. I like the Hardys. I have respect for Team 3D. I'm not interested in watching them wrestle each other in the year 2025. And you know what? I am prepared to be proved wrong. I'm prepared for them to put on a banger. Oh God, not this. Oh God, no, not this. I had a worry this was gonna happen today. My laptop has this thing it'll do, where sometimes it'll like my whole laptop screen is fuzzy, and I don't want to close my laptop because I don't want to have to reboot everything. But so I'm gonna have to like squint. Yeah, you're gonna overtake me based on the fact Kevin didn't post the form until 2 fucking a.m. Technicalities. I win on a technicality. By default, my favorite way to win. But hey, KJ, good to see you, bud. Welcome to not my office. Welcome to somewhere very different. Like, can I really not get the damn YouTube chat pulled up? I hate that you guys are like having to see my hand all over the screen, but God, my foot is cramping. This isn't good. It's like the skull-crushing finale. Wow, okay. Got your picks and more Crown Jewel started. Bad Dog, are you Carlito's #1 fan in our Discord? Is that you in the Discord? I've wondered for a while. Just because I've noticed the similar patterns in, like, message style. So I thought that was you. We gonna get any more shout-outs in this one? Okay, that is you. I had a feeling it was. Oh, okay. Torture rack. That actually makes so much sense. Yeah. I do hate that I'm not able to be like as animated or excited. I think at least my grandmom get up, but I don't want to, or it might have been my granddad, one of the two. I heard them get up, but I don't want to risk getting like super loud in case one of them's still asleep, because that would just be rude. They're letting me use their house today for this, so. If we see AJ pulling out, like, could be seeing AJ start doing what Cena's doing, pulling out some shout-outs to his old, like, TNA rivals. I don't think we're going to see him hit a muscle buster, but I can see him, like, do some of Samoa Joe's moves. I don't think they're going to risk pulling out a muscle buster, but I could see AJ doing, like, Angel's Wings. I could see him doing, like, AJ's hair at least helps on the STF a little bit there. Trying to think of who else I would want to see AJ throw references to. He just hit the Scorpion Death Drop. Who else? Who else are like big AJ rivals that I can think of? I mean, I guess he could do like Bully Ray's finish. Sabin and Shelley, he could do their moves. Black Hole Slam, maybe. Yeah, maybe. Oh. Using the Accolade. Ankle lock, yeah, maybe. Who else have seen his Rusev Day chant? Hell yeah. Yep, there's Samoa Joe's clutch. And now a Joe chant. I figured that would be how they did Samoa Joe reference, because I don't think they would do I think the Muscle Buster is something that they don't want to do in WWE for the most part. Oh, Walls of Jericho? Or Lion Tamer, rather. Hell yeah, Barrett. They're calling it Walls of Jericho, too. Jericho's so returning in 2 months. I'm so excited for that. Yeah, Samoa Joe's only done the Muscle Buster once in WWE since the Tyson Kidd stuff. He did it to beat Cross, and that was it. I am enjoying this match. Like I said, I wasn't going to be pessimistic about it. I made a couple jokes, but I was not going to be a pessimist about it. This is a very fun match. Also, what is my iPad at? 61. Okay. It was at like 80 when I started, so it's draining battery pretty quick, but it should be fine. I am thankful that I have this iPad because it's making doing this stream a lot easier. I'm not an Apple guy typically. Oh, Styles Clash. God, Cena took that on his fucking face. You wouldn't have so many references to Jericho if he wasn't returning. Probably, yeah. Crouch AJ fight forever, and I love Bear just going, AJ doesn't want to fight forever, he's in agony. Oh my god, Rockbot. No. Oh, hell yes. Sister Abigail. That makes me really happy. I hoped he would pull that one out at some point. That makes me really happy. I'm trying to think of who else Cena could pull out moves from. Oh, and the Fireflies. Hell yeah. Oh, that's enough to make me cry. That's enough to bring some tears to my eyes. Oh, man. Angel's Ling. There's Angel's Wings. Maybe. I know Cena did the pop-up powerbomb a few matches ago, like in the Logan match. I'm kind of shocked Cena hasn't popped out a pedigree at any point because of his rivalry with Trips. I would say a sweet chin, and I don't think Cena can do a super kick. I'm just going to be so honest with you. I don't think he can do a super kick in jorts at the least. Yeah, same here for me with that one, KJ. I love that he's been doing like his greatest rivals moves, like for the people he couldn't face. It would be the world's shittiest super kick. Yeah, it'd be pretty bad. It'd be worse than mine. I got a pretty bad one on me. Oh, here we go. Now it's going to be the pedigree. Oh! Just use Hangman's Deadeye. I'm sure someone else used that at some point, and I'm sure I'll get a TNA history lesson in a second. But I just know that as Hangman's Deadeye. Oh, Cena calling spots. This has been a really fun match. I've really enjoyed this. Oh, he's... Vintage Cena. Maybe they had a thing in Japan of Ring of Honor. But I think AJ went to WWE before Hangman caught traction. Yeah, I thought so. Oh my god, are we gonna get the CKO? I would, because they both feuded with Randy, I would pop big if AJ turned it around and RKO'd Cena instead. I would pop pretty big for that. God, this is a fun match. No. No way. Cena went for the punt. Oh. AA from Style. I mean, how could AJ not reference his greatest WWE rival in this match? It is goofy fun. You know what? Barrett nailed it with that, because that's what I did. I mean, literally, my finishers in 2K25 are the AA, the Crossroads, the Macho Man elbow drop. Like, I used 3 of my favorite wrestlers' finishers. And the ankle lock. Like... Oh my god. Is Cena gonna choke slam him? Nice. 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 People are chanting 619. Oh my god. I don't even know if I want to see Cena attempt that. He might blow a hamstring. Barrett saying what we're all thinking. Oh my god, he's actually gonna do it. Ain't no fucking way. Juan Cena, what a reference. What a fucking reference. Hey Pierre, what's up, buddy? Morning, Pierre. God, Pierre, it's almost 7 a.m. for you. Yeah, I love Wade Barrett as color commentator. He's so good at it. Okay, AJ can pull out sweet chin music. That I have faith in. That was a good sweet chin music. What have you missed? Bronson and Roman was a lot of fun. Bronson won. Stephanie and Tiffany was a lot of fun. Stephanie won. And Cena AJ have been having a fun match. It's been a very fun like tribute match to, and AJ got his own version of the John Cena ring intro that Cena wrote for the ring announcer, and I think it was a genuine surprise for AJ based on how he reacted. And it was very sweet. Oh yeah, Jay accidentally put Roman through a table. That's how Bronson won. I forgot to mention that. Yeah, AJ in the trunks is wild. You just noticed he was in his TNA gear because they're billing in his face of TNA versus face of WWE, so they're both in their classic gear. Cena just hasn't changed his gear in 20 fucking years. Oh, they're doing the yes chants. Give him a Daniel Bryan running knee. Oh, there's the A. This is a very fun match. I don't think there's anyone else they can reference at this point. Oh boy. Oh, roll through into the AA. What? Oh my god, no way. Holy shit. Tombstone into the AA. 1, 2, 3. Nice. 3-0. 3 for 3 tonight. Alright. That was a fun match. That was a really fun match. I really enjoyed that. Once it goes to the next commercial, I'm going to close and reopen my laptop. I can't show you guys because it would show the footage and I would get copyrighted immediately. But, That being said, but like everything except the actual feed is very fuzzy for me, so I have to like squint to read you guys' messages. And my laptop just does this sometimes now. It's getting old. I've had it for 4 years now, roughly. 4 years, and it's kind of gotten abused over those 4 years. It's traveled the world with me. It literally has gone to Paris. It's gone to Puerto Rico. It's gone to Paris. It's gone through airport security so many times. Like, it went every day with me to school. Like, this thing, it goes with me to work every day. This thing is a... Oh, nice hug with Cena AJ. You love to see it. Well, guys, it took 10 years, but Cena did finally get the win in the feud. Like, Cena did finally get one over AJ. Super Cena does it again, guys. He buried that young talent AJ Styles by going 3-2 against him. Oh, man. No, I'm joking, of course. Oh, man. Four dates left. Alright, 2 matches left. Hopefully we get out of here by 11. I don't think Rio versus Kabuki Warriors is going to go terribly long. Why does the NXT title have to be an asterisk in this? I guess that's fine to include as an asterisk, but... God, Seth's been in WWE for 16 years. Did he get here in 2009? Really? Yeah, I guess he did. Okay. Hold on. Close and reopen my laptop here and see if that makes it work. There we go. Remember the next up for Cena is Dom. Yeah, I've heard that. I'm still going to keep holding out that hope. I'm going to keep huffing that copium that Joe is going to get in there somehow. Oh. Okay. So, okay. What I said was Hangman's Dead Eye. Of course it's the move I called wrong. That was Kaz's Fade to Black move. Fucking Kaz. That was a really fun match. Of course, Kaz found his way into another situation. He always does. Asuka and Kairi are doing great work, but I wouldn't be shocked if they're just going to put the tag belts on Rio. Alright, 9:59 when it goes to the "We'll be right back." How long do we do this? Love that Bronson got the win. I do too. Rio/Friends Not Friends would be a heater of a match. I assume they're going to run it back at some point. I could see them even maybe taking it to Mania to finally have Rhea beat Io one-on-one, because they've still yet to do it. Of course, fucking Kaz. Cannot believe that. I was meaning Friends, not Friends referring to Charlotte and Alexa, that tag time. Oh. That's what you meant. Gotcha. we're still talking about how we're still going, oh, hey. We're still going. We are on minute 6 of just commercials. Michael Cole, Mr. Tourism. Thank you, Wade. God, what time is Raw airing in Australia on Monday? Do I even want to know? I'm not going to be able to do a watch-along even if I wanted to, so... God, I love Barrett and Cole as a duo. Like, Michael and Wade are such a fun duo in commentary. I like Kyrie's Kitsune mask. $7:30 a.m. So I think 4:30. God, I will not be at work yet at 7:30 on Monday, but I will be leaving for work. Or I will be on my way to work, I think. Let me double check that. What time do I have to work on Monday? Oh god, I gotta sign back in. Hold on. Yeah, 7:45 is when I gotta be at work on Monday. So... like, I gotta be at work at 7:45, so, like, Raw will have been up for 15 minutes, like, have started for 15 minutes. And, like, technically I could watch it while I'm at work if I really want to. I just gotta get my VPN up and running. I just haven't felt like dropping the money for it. If anyone wants to donate for me to get a VPN, I'm joking, don't do it. I'm kidding. You're good. Save your money, guys. Use your money for yourselves and your families. Or donate it to charity or something. Yeah, also, they're in Australia. Rhea's gonna win. Also, it's Rhea. Rhea doesn't lose terribly often, so... So keep checking the battery on my or on my tablet just to be 100% sure it's not going to die midstream. I got to plug it up when I leave here in a little bit. All right, here we go. How big's the pop going to be? is. Shocked they don't have like the decibel level thing anymore. There she is. And she's got Rio written on her cheek. That's fun. Rio, what a story. Man, I was gonna say, I'm kind of glad the telethon's done because as nice as the money was to get from everybody, I was getting really worried about hitting that 500 mark and having to go through all the trouble of like doing the Rhea cosplay. I like, funny as it would be to do, I don't wanna. Just don't wanna. Oh, Oscar. Sucks about Wesley. Yeah, that does really suck. I saw that last night. I got here at like 11:30 last night, and so I was kind of just like staying quiet in the Discord because I just didn't have it in me to talk to anyone. Like my social battery was drained, but it does really suck. But of course, fortunately, Ran, I don't have to follow the full lore anymore, so Oh man. I think we're gonna get out of here by 11. I think. Oh god, they're doing my favorite chant. So I was looking at Blue Sky, which I don't do as much lately. I've been getting better about until I throw about the rumored war games. What is it, Peter? I haven't even heard. I have not heard. What's the rumored war games match? I've been trying to get off social media more and more lately, just because Twitter's a cesspool and Blue Sky's kind of boring, unfortunately. But God, it's been a weird week for me. Like, but yeah, no. I saw on Blue Sky because I was checking a second ago. A media outlet posted that Australia booed the American national anthem at the opening of the show, and a content creator I follow from Canada named The Great Clement just responded with, "You gotta boo the heels." Yeah. 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 Pretty much. For those wondering, this is that week where I was here helping my mom move. This is the setup I had to record in. Like, that's why I only got one video done the entire time I was here, because it was such an uncomfortable setup to be in. And I was busy like most of the week, but current War Games plans will see CM Punk, Roman Reigns, Jacob Fatu, Jey Uso, and either Jimmy or LA Knight versus Seth Rollins, Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed, Brock Lesnar, and Austin Theory. God, that sounds dreadful. God, that sounds dreadful. God, that sounds absolutely horrible. As I say, it's leading to the Rhea hot tag, and then Rio coming and clean house. It's not ideal if you ask me. Cena not being in War Games is fine, but men's babyface team is not what I was thinking it's going to be. Yeah, no, I agree. We're just slowly building to this hot tag. Also, the less Brock, the better, but it is what it is at the point. Yeah, the most I can do is just not bring him back to LS11 Universe. Like, I'm not buying the DLC that's got him in it. I will use mods to just unlock what I want from that DLC. I always forget how bad, like, the burn scar on my wrist is. It's also, like, the dumbest way possible to have a scar on the back of your hand. I was making grits for Hemlock and I, like, 2 months ago, maybe 3 months ago at this point. It was at the start of August. End of July, early August. I was making grits, and I wasn't stirring them quick enough, so they started bubbling. And a bubble of grits plopped off and hit me on the wrist. And I took, like, a solid, like, maybe minute before I cleaned it off, so it just sat there simmering on my wrist. Is it dreadful because of Brock, or because of the bloodline drama? Roman, Seth, Punk, Breaker, Bronson, Fatu, Night Theory, and the Usos all sound great to me, although the story is overly recycled. It's Brock. It's Brock being in there. It's the fact that this Seth and Roman story never ends. It's the fact that it's more bloodline drama, and I'm so sick of the bloodline and have been since 2023, if not longer. Like, the only thing that interests me there is the alliance of Roman and Fatu. I'm interested in seeing how they'll do that. Because I think Fatu is the natural successor to, like, the Roman role for, like, a member of that family. They can try with Jey Uso all they want. He's got a catchphrase, and that's about it. He's got a catchphrase, a super kick, and a spear, and a splash on him, and that's about it. And eventually, people are going to stop yeeting. Alright, here we go. Rhea's in. Like, Theory and the Vision, I'm not fully against. I'm just also like, he's gonna be there to be the guy that takes the fall all the time. That's gonna be the issue there. Is, like... See, big reactions before he got hurt. Exactly, like, you got that momentum of people are starting to cheer him. Like, they're essentially, we want crossing him. And just WWE's not listening. Triple H talks about, like, oh, I got a focus group of 30,000 people out there every week. I got 12,000 people out there every week. Telling me what they want. And then he just doesn't listen. Like, people are going, we want Cross at SummerSlam, and he goes, I hear you, you got Brock. Like, no, that's not what we were saying at all. Oh, Bloodline 3.0 so far, as long as Jimmy gets really pushed for this. I still like the Vision, it's just they could be booked a smidge better. Seth Rollins used to be my favorite guy. He's getting, like, to the point where I don't even want to see him now. Just in this story, I don't. I did see Shinsuke return last night, and I saw that the MFTs have a new look as well. Give me Seth versus Jay versus Jimmy versus Roman. Yeah, why not? Oh my god. I assume the finish to this match is going to be a riptide into a moonsault. I always like tag team finishers that work like that. Oh god, I think we're going to go a little over 11 at this point, just because it's already almost 10:30. And Seth Cody's going to get time. You know they're going to give them like half an hour. Yeah, doing full Triple H 2003. Like, yeah, I feel like Seth's going to lose the belt to Punk, and then he's going to win it back a few months later. And then I feel like he's going to lose the belt to someone else, and then win it back a few weeks later. Like, I feel like they're going to Reign of Terror this thing, and he's not going to drop it fully until, like, WrestleMania 43 in Saudi, and he'll lose it to Braun. Like, I feel like Triple H is going to be like, well, you know, the people really liked my reign when I lost it to Goldberg for a few weeks, and then I won it back, so we'll do that with Seth, with Punk, and then he'll win it back. He'll win it back from Punk, and then, you know, at WrestleMania, we'll do a triple threat, and we'll take the belt off of him again, and he can have a little time without the belt, and we'll put it on Roman for a little bit, and then he can win it back from Roman. He can win it back from Roman, and then hold it again, and then we'll have Braun win the Rumble, and then in Saudi Mania, Braun will, he'll win the belt like Batista did from me. And something like that. That's my guess, at least. Having to be kind of quiet and doing the Triple H voice works really well, actually, because it's a very quiet voice to do what I want it to be. Because he whisper talks. Triple H really whisper talks, if you've ever noticed. He does quiet talk. It's kind of weird. You know, like, I got a focus group of 12,000 people out there eating every week and saying Cody Rhodes, so I don't really care what the internet thinks. And they're doing my favorite kind of chant again. I cannot stand this chant. I've always said it. I don't like the name chant. I hate it. It just feels lazy. I'm fine with Punk Seth at Mania as long as that is it for like 2 years or whenever Punk retires. You say that. But also, like, I have a fucking terrible feeling they're just going to do Punk Seth Roman again. I really do think they're just going to do Punk Seth Roman 2 as the main event of Mania this year. Who do you think has one more heel run left in them, Punk or Randy? Probably both. I could see both. I guess. I feel like you've asked me that one several times. And I always just say, yeah, probably those two. If it's only one more, then those are the two guys closest to retirement at this point. So, Roman's been a heel for 5 years. Like, Roman's been a heel since 2020. He's not changed anything about his character. It's just the reactions to him have changed. He's not a face. He's a douchebag. That's constantly just hating on his cousins. Like, what more can I say? Yeah, I think Randy Cody is finally happening at Mania this year. I think you're absolutely right on that. I think that's when you do it. That feels like the right time. I was thinking this matchup was going to be fairly quick, but here we are, like 15 minutes later. I may finally cough up the money to get like a full on like NordVPN. That way, when I'm at home, I can just use Netflix for stuff. Because apparently, you put NordVPN on the Fire Stick, and that's what I have. Is I have a Fire TV. Some can argue he still hasn't changed. I'm kind of hoping this new route Jay's going down, Roman's inability to control this time around, is Roman going, oh shit, I've been the asshole. It's like Cena Rock 2, where the magic of the first match is completely gone, and they run it back because of cinema or revenge. Keep it Rollins Punk and be done. I'm not saying I want it, KJ. I'm just saying I have a feeling they're just going to do it. That's just what they're going to do, because they keep having Punk and Roman make, like, fuck me eyes at each other. So they're either going to fight or fuck. I don't know which one they're going to do, but it's going to be interesting whichever way it goes. Alright, here we go. We're setting up the Riptide. We got a moonsault in us. One, two, and three. We are out of there. I'm glad they got a laugh. I think it was how deadpan I said it, probably. With the fact that I'm having to, like, use my... This is also what I sound like in the mornings, for people who don't know. Like, my voice is normally, like, this deeper, more bassy in the mornings. Like, I don't get the more up here until later in the day. If anything, Roman will leave after War Games, and they'll hold Breaker Roman until Mania. I'd be perfectly okay with that. I would be A-okay with that, quite honestly. But only if Braun is going to win. Braun Breaker needs to beat Roman Reigns convincingly. Like, Braun Breaker needs to beat Roman Reigns convincingly, and I stand by that. I don't even care if it's I don't want a stipulation or anything, because I just don't care, Zach. But yeah, I need this this to wrap up, because like the event that I'm going to starts at 11:30, and it takes me 40-ish minutes to get there. Like, I'm probably gonna, like, in a minute here, get changed just off screen. Roman versus Braun is the Mania match, if you ask me. Fuck it, have Braun squash him, have Roman mentally just break. Yeah. Alright, you know what? Because we're gonna be sitting on fucking commercials and stuff for a few minutes, I'm gonna go change clothes. Okay. God dang it, I really am wearing my Joe Hendry outfit again. I didn't even realize that when I grabbed it last night. Because, like, the colors of the places this event is happening is blue and white. So I was just trying to, like, fit the color scheme of, like, where this event is happening. I sure did fucking wear my... I sure did wear my fucking Joe Hendry outfit. I did not mean to. I really did not mean to. It's fun. It looks good. Alright, hold on. Laptop's doing the thing again. Oh yeah, Alexa Bliss is getting added to Call of Duty Mobile or something like that, right? Her and Undertaker? Oh, that's kind of creepy. Alright. All that's left now is Cody and Seth. I mean, the story is literally, if Seth loses, it's all for nothing for him. Like... And of course, I did just leave the bathroom, but I gotta pee again, so I'm gonna mute the mic so you guys don't have to hear me pissing. Okay, I'm back. Double check that I didn't actually... Okay, cool. Yeah, no, adds another monster. Who? What other monsters are there, Zach? Be honest with me. Omos? Okay, actually, Omos. I actually kind of want Omos in the Vision. No, like, no, seriously. Like, you say maybe he adds another monster. Who? What other monsters are there to add? Like, the only person they could add at this point is, like, Theory from main roster. And I don't... They're not going to bring Ethan or Ricky up to do it. Like, I know they were discussed at one point, but it was discussed, not planned. And I'm glad they didn't stick them in there, because, again, whoever joins next, if they're not someone on the same caliber as Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed, is just going to be someone to eat the pins. Oh, but no. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. You don't debut Oba as a henchman to someone. That is the absolute worst place to debut him. He has absolutely no need to be involved in the Vision. That would damage him more than it would help him. Yeah, Austin is really the only one that makes sense. Unless you could somehow get Buddy out of his AEW contract that he just signed this year, which I still can't believe he did. That's like the one AEW signing where I'm like, oh, come on. Oh boy, Tour Guide Cole is back. Oba really doesn't need the vision. The plan should be he squashes either Sammy or Cena when the IC or US title. Agreed. Absolutely. Yeah. He doesn't need any faction or manager or anything like that. All right, main event time. Are we going to get out of here by 11 o'clock? That is the question. That is the $1,000,000 question on my mind. Do I get out of here by 11 o'clock so that I can make this drive? Because it's going to be heavy traffic, because there's going to be like hundreds of people where I'm going. Granted, I don't have to be like on time, but you guys know me. I have deadlines and goals. I'm also going to finish untangling my hair here. Ow, God. If anyone's ever wondered, because you guys have been on this journey with me of growing my hair out, what is the worst part of it is brushing it, because it gets so tangled when I'm asleep and just throughout the day. The beard is the same way. The beard gets knotted pretty bad too sometimes. Not to the same extent, but there we go. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, no, having long hair, I enjoy it. I like how it looks, but boy, is it just... Boy, is it just a pain. Like, especially when, like, I throw my laptop over my shoulder, like my laptop bag over my shoulder, then just suddenly it's like, that happens because of the strap. The thing with Oba is he can already talk. Most young guys can't, because nobody has them work on it. He can talk, he has charisma, he's good in the ring, he doesn't need a mouthpiece or a manager. 100% agree. 100% agree. Seth's got like a real supervillain fit going on. I like it. All right, now here's Cody. 100% indeed. I could see WWE one day doing Paul Heyman with... Oh, but I would have zero interest in that pairing. Like, I agree with you. I could see them doing it, but Cody with the short jacket again. I really like... I feel like the short jacket is an underrated look for him. Instead of, like, the full Homelander coat. Like, his attire from the Rumble this year was one of my favorites. I've got a mod installed for it. I don't know if Ray's ever going to use it, but I have a mod installed for it. I don't think we're getting out of here by 11, unfortunately. Just with there being 13 minutes till the top of the hour. We're not going to include the absurd number of tag titles Cody has had in that side graphic. Oh, he's got the crown jewel ring from last year. That jacket makes him say, yeah? Is that where we're going with this? He needs to do this, like, bring back the Homelander jacket from when they finally pulled the heel run. Yeah, I agree. 100% agree. Yeah, I'm not where I thought we were going with this either. Is it that wild? DiBiase 3 times, McIntyre, Jay, are there more? Dustin, him and Gold Dust once, Hardcore Holly once or twice. I'm sure there's more. Salty about getting robbed of my script on a fucking technicality. All I'm saying is, Xander's got the fucking script now. Yeah, we're not getting out of here by 11. Oh yeah, yeah. Also, he held the tag titles twice with Goldust, actually, once as Stardust. So, 3 times with DiBiase, once with Drew, once with Hardcore Holly, once with Jay, twice with Goldust. So he's an 8-time tag team champion, I think, if not more. God, the longer this stuff goes, the more I gotta start actually getting ready to go. Like, I gotta actually start getting ready to go early here, on stream. Where are my shoes even at? I'm gonna have to find my shoes. Also, man, I gotta say, something I didn't even think about. One of the things I really like about the international shows is how much less LED gets used for it. Like, the LED barricades are gone. The ring posts have it, but that's fine. I don't mind the LED ring posts. Like, you guys will see when I do custom shows, like when I build the arenas myself, you'll always notice there's no, the LED ring posts are gone, the LED barricades are gone, the LED apron's gone. Too much LED is a thing, and WWE has found a way to reach it very poorly. I remember in 2020, or in 2019, when 2K20 came out, and the WrestleMania 2039 arena was put in the game. I think is what it was, right? Was it 2039? Something like that? Ray and I were talking about it, and he said, "Have you seen the WrestleMania 2039 arena?" And I said, "Yes, I have." And he said, "It's never going to get that bad, right? They're never going to put LED on the barricades." Well, apparently they did. They're having Cody dog walk him here. Yeah, one day the apron is going to be, one day the canvas itself is going to be LED. Hey, get your hands off Michael Cole. Even the announce table has LED on it nowadays. It's so weird. I do like the curved announce tables that they have now, or that they at least had at Mania. I did enjoy that. I thought they looked cool. Oh, no, I'm not... Yeah, I'm not putting it past them. What the hell? Well, that was cool. I could just hear TKO and Triple H. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not going to do the voice at this point. God, it's already 11. Man. I don't know. I feel like we could have done without as much advertising, maybe. Maybe we could have gotten out of here in a cool 3 hours for 5 matches. Oh, that was cool. That was a really cool counter. Now we go to the slow, methodical pace. What do I even say at this point? Like, Cena AJ gave me a lot more. All the other matches gave me a lot more to talk about than this one has. And like Seth and Cody have good chemistry. They can put on a really good match. It's just, it is slowed so far down. Oh. And I say we want Barrett now. Hell in a Cell 22 will forever go. Yeah, it's also funny that Seth and Cody, they've done 4 pay-per-view matches. This is only the second time I've done a reaction to one. The first one I was here. I was in my old apartment, and I still had the bad internet. And the whole time, the moment I remember most from that night, right, was I was having to tell everyone in chat. Everyone in chat was like, it's not going to be Cody. It's not going to be Cody. I was like, it's going to be Cody. It's pretty obvious it's going to be Cody. Well, Stardust shout out. But yeah, no, anyways. Yeah, no, it was like... These guys were just always like, it's not going to be Cody. What is this ring from on my keychain? That is a little concerning. Anyways, they were like, it's not going to be Cody. And I just so specifically remember, at one point, someone said, what if it's Cesaro? And there was one kid in the chat, and this is someone who's pissed me off many a times before. He's not here right now. He went, it's not going to be Cesaro. He got fired. It'll be The Fiend. And I just had to sit there and like double take that. Like Cesaro, whose contract lapsed. Right, like someone was like, just like, the sentence, it won't be, Cesaro got fired, it's going to be The Fiend. What? This was in 2022. Bray had been fired 6 months ago. Bray got fired. Cesaro didn't. They were trying to keep Cesaro. It's just like, what the hell? But then again, I also remember, fucking, I hate to even mention this person because I cannot stand him nowadays. But I remember I randomly came across Grimm's Toy Show's reaction to Cody's return. And like when the lights went out and like the smoke came up, he was like, it's The Fiend! It's The Fiend! It's The Fiend! It's The Fiend! Over and over. And then one of his buddies was like, nope, it's Cody. This is how his thing started. This is how his thing was in AEW. Like, oh my god. I forget you're like 40-something years old and you act like you're 16. People chanting for CM Punk now. Alright, come on boys, pick up the pace a little bit. What? I just got a comment from someone saying, is the next pay-per-view WWE AEW Forbidden War? No! No! How many times do I have to tell people I'm not doing that? We're not doing another Forbidden War. A bunch of people I like got popular on that show. Someone remembers Peak. What are we referring to as Peak here, Pierre? Yeah, no, like, why do I keep getting good? Like, God, people are never gonna stop asking me to do Forbidden War 3. Look, it was fun. I enjoyed it the 2 times we did it. But also, like, we did 2. We did all the matches we really wanted to do with it. Like, the only matches now that are kind of left that we didn't do, we could just do whenever we wanted because we don't really have a forbidden door, quote-unquote. People can go where they want. And like, yeah, maybe one day we'll do a third one. Maybe. But I need people to quit asking. Makes sense to stop it too. I was like, yeah, right. Like, we did the first one. That was like the big dream matches. That was like the big easy to pick dream matches. And then we did the second one, which was more like story based to it. Because like you had people fighting their own, you had like inter-brand fighting within it as well, with like Buddy and Moxley teaming up with Seth and Roman. Or like the four-way matchup for the US title, which I really had fun with. Or the TNT title, I mean, which was a lot of fun. Right, exactly. At some point you run out of ideas. The only thing we were going to do at the third, like the only thing that was set in stone if we were going to do a third one, would have been Seth and Kenny, but then like we had no other ideas and we're like, okay, well, we'll just do that in the World Cup. Like, that'll either be the finals or the semifinals of the World Cup and we'll air it and people could stop asking for Seth and Kenny. The only difference is if we'd done Forbidden War, Kenny would have won. But Seth was winning the World Cup, so Seth had to win that match. Like, the only really dream matches left to do that I would want to do are, like, Seth Ospreay. But again, I could do that whenever I want. Crossroads from Seth. Oh yeah, they're going to ask me forever. They're going to ask me until the day I retire from this. It's like, I know that, but also I can huff the copium that one day they'll shut up and they'll stop asking. Never going to happen, but maybe one day. I was like, that's your dream match, Zach. I have no desire to do that one. I don't care about 3-star Okada. Like, I have no interest in Rollins Okada. Also, 90% of my dream matches for AEW don't involve Seth. I hate to break it to you. Yours might, mine don't. Oh my god! The Cody Cutter dodge was sick. Now it's picking up a little bit. Oh, he's going to try and use the watch to hit Cody, isn't he? Oh, super kick from Code. And Now into the crossroads. Don't you know, Cody, you don't win unless you do the trifecta. Doesn't work unless it's the trifecta. These are both good attires tonight, yeah. Bring back Buddy sign. Agreed. 100% agreed. Oh. That was weird. I thought my earbuds disconnected, but they did not. They played like a disconnecting sound, but... The watch being on the apron tells me it's going to play into this finish somehow. Is Seth going to coast to coast this thing? Is he going to actually do this? Your knees aren't what they used to be, Seth. Can you... Coast to coast headbutt. All right. Okay. Good God. In 2014, no more. Yeah, unfortunately not. Not been quite the same since the 2015 injury. Come on, guys. Bring it home. I gotta go. Is that just him with a rock bottom? Kind of, I guess. Oh, right, manhandle slam because his wife. I didn't even think about that. I just saw it on Twitter. Oh God, is it Crossroads off the top? Not over. All right, we're still going. Oh, Cody's looking at the watch now. Yeah, watch talking to him like he's the Green Goblin, pretty much. Oh, they're trading blows. They're spamming the square button. Now he's got the watch. Ref bump. And Seth uses the watch. There it is. Look, we know a single belt shot can take Cody down, so what defeats Cody versus what doesn't is a very interesting question. 7 finishers will not defeat him. A kind of shitty belt shot will. So where does Rolex watch fall in that regard? Are we going to get the super stomp? There it is. He does the 2K sell with it and everything. All right, Seth wins. No vision needed. There you go. Somewhere in the middle. Yeah, probably. All right, let me get my earbud out. I'm finding a little bit of the audio gets through at the end here. God, that's that is auditory whiplash taking my earbud out. Seth wins. There you go. All right. I mean, there's no money in the bank or anything that they could end the show with, so. Is Cody bleeding from the mouth? Yep, just took the watch. Alright, I need to wrap up because I gotta go get my shoes on at least, I guess, while I'm waiting. Let me not stumble over my own feet. Alright. And I'm going to plug my iPad charger up because I'm going to plug my tablet up the minute I walk out. So it can charge while I'm gone. Okay. Come on. We can finish up the replays now, Fed. Yep, we saw him pin him. We know. He pinned him after that. We know. Whenever Seth's insecurities will fade away now. Maybe. There's Paul. You don't want me in the photo, Levesque. There's Paul. My politics aren't going to affect the product negatively, Levesque. All right, cool. Good for you, Seth. God, I am 30 minutes late now, thanks to how long this show ran. Why did it take 3.5 hours to do 5 matches? I'd say has the fit check, but we already know what I'm wearing, so. Yeah, ads. That is 100% why. We had to have 20 minutes of ads between every match. Okay. Guess we're getting a promo. Come on. So the columns of the greatest almost makes me wonder. We're gonna go up the air. Gonna go up the air with Seth? Or is there a certain greatest of all time that might take objection to that claim? Alright. Let's wrap it up. It's 11:30. Come on, I'm already 30 minutes late. It could be Seth at Cena's last match, you're right. Trying to go out on number 18. In which case, royalties. Oh, there's Stephanie. Those belts are fucking huge. Okay. All right. Cool. I gotta go. Bye, everyone. Thanks for hanging out with me this morning. I gotta go though.